Maybe we could get away with selling expired food on eBay. We could just call ourselves like the Holy Trinity Hit Combo Podcast. Yeah.
It's showtime. Let's kick some ass.
All your days are belong to us. Come here!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 3-Hit Combo Podcast, the world's most, yeah, that's nice, podcast. My name is Matt, and I'm here with Skylar and Andy. What's up, guys?
That's a good one because we just had Dorito Tacos.
Yes, we did. They were delicious.
That's what's been up for me. Is Dorito Tacos and fecal urgency. Those two things have been my week.
Fecal urgency. That sounds like a band. Everyone, we're fecal urgency.
We're gonna rock your shit.
That could be either a punk band or a metal band.
But yeah, Dorito Tacos, fecal urgency. That describes pretty much the last half of my week since the Dorito Tacos came out.
I've been working a lot, so I don't have school anymore because I graduated. Ooh.
Big boy Andy over here.
I know. I'll have one more year at UNO and I'll have my bachelor's.
So you haven't graduated?
No, I have. I have my associates.
Oh.
He's got 1 degree. He's going for another one.
That's like you took like one training wheel off.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm ready to lose one.
You'd be pretty fucked up if you only took one off, though. You'd
Oh
be
my
going in
God.
circles.
Mom,
I'm scared. I don't want to lead to the other side.
you're doing fine.
This week, actually just one day, Thursday, I uploaded all our episodes to YouTube.
I noticed.
Ooh.
Yeah, so now you can see all the episodes on YouTube.
When I clicked on
What
our
are we
channel,
up to?
I'm like, Jesus, we have a lot of videos because you have like those little bits that you've streamed.
Yeah, we have a ton of videos. We have like 106 videos up.
What are we up to on episodes now? Like 30?
We are up to, this is 33.
Oh, yeah. We've been doing this 33 weeks.
We're over the hill.
It's a little more than that, actually.
Isn't Over the Hill 40?
I don't know. I thought it was 30, but
I think it's 40.
okay. Then it's that.
But we're close, we're
Yeah.
dreading it by this point. We're like, no.
We're past a quarter of a century.
Then
That's true.
we gotta jump the shark, say a bunch of Inception jokes or something.
How would this show jump the shark?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably something to do with the soundboard.
I feel that we've already jumped the shark when we made fun of Steve Jobs days after he died. B, made fun of Whitney Houston hours after she died.
Dude,
you
that
know,
was like a day.
Same with Joe Paterno. It was like
Yeah.
hours after. I don't think we jumped the shark. I think just that bit has jumped the shark.
Yeah.
Like that particular thing is now kind of done.
Yeah, but
Which is the beauty of a podcast. We can just keep introducing new jokes. We can never jump the shark.
As long as people keep dying.
I think that'll happen. I think that's a
death and taxes.
natural course of nature.
Fuck taxes. Hate taxes.
But
And speaking of, haven't filed mine yet.
We got till 8:15.
Yeah, but
unless you file an extension, which would be
Which,
weird.
yeah, that's the point. What's the point of doing? I guess
well, I had to
Unless your
last
texts
year.
are like really
complicated.
like
Man.
they're taking you months or something. Because like if you file an extension, like you wouldn't like get it right away, would you? You know, that's some time to contact people and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, can you file for an extension on the 14th and get it before the deadline on the 15th?
I don't think so. I wonder
think
if there's a
there's a
deadline for extensions.
Like I had to file for one last year, and I did that at the end of March because Panera wouldn't pony up and give me my tax form, my W-2.
Panera is really good at not giving people their W-2s. Camilla didn't get hers last year till in May she got it.
So
What
okay,
the fuck?
Yeah.
when
Someone should say something.
Like
that's
Al
important.
super fucked up her Social Security or something when he hired her. So like it
That's
took
what
him
Al
till
fucking
it took
did to
him
me.
it took him till like May or something to get her W-2.
he messed up my Social Security number, and then he fucked up my address. I'm like, Al, this isn't my right address. Every paycheck I got, I was
I
like,
remember that.
this isn't it. I don't live in Boys Town.
I remember telling you, I was like, go to Randy. Randy will fix it, but
Well,
that never happened.
I mean, Al does have that one like lazy eyes. Who knows what buttons he thinks he's hitting?
brother.
But like, what sucked was when I finally did get the W2, which was like friggin' like the middle of July. It was just stupid late. I noticed it was kind of bulky, so I opened it up, and it was an envelope inside of another envelope. So when I opened it up, there was another envelope, and that envelope was dirty and had a boot print on it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Did you guys drop? Well, he quit, so fuck him. Like someone had like fucking just dropped it on the bottom of a truck and stepped on it or something. And I'm like,
That's why they put it in another envelope. Like, hopefully you won't notice.
Hopefully he doesn't open this one.
maybe he's just gonna like be reckless and cut down the middle and just piece it together at the end. Like I don't know what they thought. Like they're gonna get away with it, and then
Yeah, Panera's whole billing and money part isn't the best. It takes them like 3 months to fix like a paycheck.
yeah. When I was waiting for my first paycheck, I had to wait like 2.5 months. I'd already gotten like 5 paychecks prior to that first one, which I was like, all right, whatever. By then, I didn't really care because it was like half week's pay. So
That's funny.
How's your week, Matt?
Basic. Working.
Getting some PV and F done?
Oh, every day.
All right.
On some days I get a hat trick.
Oh,
Get 3 of each.
good.
Which would be weird if I recorded 3 podcasts every day. I have a side project. I call it the Stamp Hour. I talk about stamps.
This one, check it on the side.
next week we'll be doing state birds. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Yawn.
Someone through the window's like, "Stop it! Just fucking stop it!" They're just yelling at you through the window. It's not even
Just
open.
knocking out my window. No.
Just
this operation.
no. Just
We're
no.
gonna stop this right here.
No more.
All right, let's get started with the podcast we are doing.
I have a ton of news this week.
Good. Let's
Like,
do it.
There was a lot of good news in every segment.
All right, cool. We'll
So-
just have longer segments and
Yeah,
shorter.
so
us.
it's going to be awesome.
good. Let's do it.
Less
All right.
jokes, more info.
Here we go.
These guys don't stand a chance.
Grab your controller and brush up on your gaming lingo. You're going to need it. This is gaming news on 3-Hit Combo.
Sit down and shut up.
Blizzard has long claimed that Diablo 3 would release when it's done. Everyone's like, well, when's it coming out? When it's done, man, when it's done. But Diablo 3 lead designer Jay Wilson wrote on the Diablo 3 forums that player versus player combat simply wasn't living up to Blizzard's standards, and rather than delay the entire game, Blizzard is going to ship their game without the PvP arena system.
Which is smart. Very smart on their part.
So are they just gonna do like online updates for it then?
Yeah.
I guess.
It's going to be in a patch.
Yeah.
So
That's
you're just
what-
gonna wait 5 hours after you get the game. Yeah, okay.
I think they're thinking like maybe a few weeks after you get the game.
Well, I mean, you have to wait 5 hours for the patch to finish downloading. If it's anything
They're-
like StarCraft.
Really? Because Blizzard's, their updates are always pretty fast. Or at least for Diablo 2. The updates were pretty quick.
They did say that Diablo is scheduled to come out on time, but no one has any idea when that is because they haven't given us a release date.
So, their CEO's up in his thing, like, whiffing, like, wiffle ball, like, Velcro wiffle balls on a wall of calendars, like,
Oh man, August 2016. All right,
Who put that up? Oh, all right, we'll go with it.
Valve. You always messing with us.
Have you seen it's a comic? And it's like what Valve does, and it's like they're like, "Oh, that was a great lunch break and everything," and then Gabe Newell comes on. And he's like, "Hey guys, are you ready for something?" And they're like, "What?" He's like, "A lunch break." And they're like, "We just took one," and it just shows him smiling at the bottom, like, "Yeah."
Oh, I actually think Valve. What they do with their time now is just get other people to speculate about what they're doing with their time now.
They just do interviews for a living.
Every once in a while, to put out new hats.
Yeah.
They have like
More
two,
hats.
They have 2 guys working on hats. 2 guys.
Yeah, they said that the next game's probably going to include a 3. I hope
Yeah.
it's just like some totally new game that has like 3 in
Dota.
replacing a E.
Dota 3 and 2 isn't even out.
I really hope, even if I don't buy it, I want it to be Left 4 Dead 3.
I swear to
Because
fucking
Andy
God.
will rage to the moon, and then we can say 3-hit combos been to the moon.
Oh,
3 combo the video game. That's what it's gonna be.
if there's ever,
Yeah.
if there's ever like a time when you see this news before me and you tell me about it, I will have Camilla record my reactions, so we can.
Andy just punches his TV.
just starts wrecking stuff. Just Randy smash. Brr.
Oh God, it better fucking be Half-Life.
Mafia 2 developers working on Grand Theft Auto 5? Question mark. I believe this is an annal story.
Yes, it is.
According to a report on VG247 developers, 2K Czech, which is spelled like Czechoslovakia, who released one of the prettiest but also most boring open-world games of all time, Mafia 2, they are helping Rockstar with Grand Theft Auto 5.
What are they doing?
Well, it says animations for cutscenes and general gameplay.
Maybe some MMO. Huh? Uh-huh.
I wonder if Rockstar was just like they had this huge list of stuff they were doing. They're like, I want this, this, and all this, and then they got into making it, and they're just like, oh shit.
Apparently, Rockstar is also going to help them retool Mafia for Mafia 3.
So it'll be fun.
And make it not boring. So they're coming in saying like, look, we can make a really pretty game. Can you help us make our game not boring? And GTA's like, yeah, I think we can do that.
What if the GTA team's like, they just give them a sticky note and they're like, all right, we wrote all the notes down for you, and they just look at it, it's like not boring. Fuck.
Oh, okay, yeah. See that? Yep, okay.
That could become a meme, like a 3-frame comic where you just see him handing the note over, the other person grabbing the note, and the note says something like, hot coffee mod.
Warm coffee.
Whatever.
Like, it's on their way out of the door, too. The last guy's leaving from that development team. They're like, oh, here, before we forget. And then just shuts the door.
Kind of gives him a little gentle shove out the door. That's how you make a game not boring. Don't suck.
We're Grand Theft Auto.
The next Xbox is rumored to lack a disc drive.
I call bullshit.
Man, that's so because everyone's thinking it's going to move to digital distribution, which actually this article says that's not what they might possibly be planning.
Isn't that one that said, like, the solid state?
Yeah, that they're going to use like SD cards.
Yeah. Which, if you think about it, though, SD cards can hold 32 gigs. I mean, that's not as much as a Blu-ray disc, but...
According to MCV, partners of Microsoft have been told the new system will make use of some sort of interchangeable solid-state card storage in lieu of basic disk-based media.
I guess you would get faster loading times.
That's what they mentioned in here. You get faster loading times, but are loading times really a problem right now?
They don't really bother me.
Yeah, I can't think of a time
Like
in
most
years where I've been like, oh, come on.
Most of the games nowadays load during, like, cutscenes or something.
Yeah. Which, this article from OneUp.com kind of gives some pros and cons for it. But the way I see it, like, if companies want to move off of discs, at some point they're going to have to bite the bullet and make a system without a disk drive.
Yeah.
At some point that's going to have to happen. Which means that the previous games will not be able to be played on the new system.
Yeah.
So it's a big catch-22 there. Like, we want to move on, but we can't really just completely shut the door on everything else, can we?
Nintendo's done that. But that was also back in the day.
Yeah,
they've done that.
yeah, that was with like
Cartridges
to discs.
But I mean,
Someone should do a case study. How'd they do it?
I guess you would just... Man, I really don't know how they would do that. But you do have a point with that, the backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
I mean, perhaps they could just have like an external drive or something, but that seems like it'd be...
Though, I mean, how...
It could seem like a peripheral they'd sell you later. Like,
Yeah.
want to play your old games? Here's a drive.
And if Xbox 360 is like, any proof of that, they're a sucker for peripherals. It's like, oh yeah, how about you get the Xbox 360 live wireless connectability thing that you can plug in, huh? How about that?
Or that HD DVD drive that...
rechargeable battery packs.
I never forgot why they originally just didn't do that.
Do what?
Rechargeable battery packs.
Dude, the rechargeable battery packs, I've always just used the batteries because I may have had a bad battery or something, but it always seemed like the rechargeable ones didn't last very long.
Mine lasted a couple days if I were to play hard.
Yeah, it seemed like it lasted a lot longer with the AA batteries. So I just always did that.
And that's what I really liked about the PS3, which is one of the main selling points that it got me at the very beginning, was the controllers were rechargeable, like just with a USB cord. And I had like
That
30
was
of
a
those.
pretty happy moment in my life. I'm like,
Wait, I have 2 of these. I never have to stop playing.
when I got 3 of them, I started rotating between all 3 of them.
I have 1 black and 1 blue, and I shift through.
I have a pink and blue.
One of the things this article mentions is that without a disk drive, the console would run a lot quieter without a spinning disk.
And it probably wouldn't get as hot. Too.
Yeah.
It might get hot because of the GPU and CPU.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it
they
would-
also mentioned there's less of a chance of damaging your game.
That is true.
With the disc is easily scratchable.
Blu-ray discs are kind of invincible, though. That's why I never get warranties on them.
Have you ever put one in a microwave?
Well,
You should do it.
That's extreme, but I'm just saying, like, they can have scratch. Like, I saw somebody take, like, a Brillo pad to a Blu-ray, and it still played fine, no skips.
Why would you do that?
Because they were testing
Because it was
that.
Transformers 2.
It was like when Blu-ray discs first came out, and they were testing
I saw
the
someone
durability.
test the Nintendo DS screen by just holding it between their thumb and forefinger, and they're just like pressing on the screen as hard as they could. I'm like, ah,
Don't do it, man!
Stop it. Stop it.
They do mention though that SD cards would be smaller and more easily lost
That is true. And
swallowed by pets.
damn it, Chip!
He probably would too, because he doesn't have any teeth, so he'd be like, I can easily swallow this.
Finally, food for me. Food for the chipster.
But I wonder if that would increase prices then. Because
They
would
did mention that it would, there's a chance that it would increase it beyond the $60 price
because
point.
it'd be a proprietary, probably, SD card or whatever, flash card.
They also mentioned that it would also help. Well, studios would like it because it would be able to for them to put something on it where you could only play the game on one console. So instead of having a code to
That would go with Microsoft's whole can't share thing, because weren't
Yeah.
they talking about that, not able to share games? Or, like, use game, whatever, you
something
can't-
like that.
Yeah.
Just make it so you can't play used games, which is fucking stupid.
Wow. That could be.
We made the game. Yeah, that's why someone bought it new. I'm buying it used.
Yeah, we're not getting money for the used game. Well, of course you're not. It's not your game anymore.
You are. It was just back when it was new.
Yeah, you sold it to me. I own the game now. But if something like that were to happen, where like they'd be like, you can only play it on one console, I'd probably have to jump on a new bandwagon. Maybe the Valve bandwagon. Except Valve has no plans for a gaming console anytime soon, according to Kotaku.
Man, that was a huge rumor for like dude.
That was a big rumor for like a week. Everyone's like, yes.
You're right. That's probably what Valve does. They send like one guy out and he's like, dude, Valve's making a PC.
You go start a rumor.
Yeah.
Hey, James, hit up the bar that we always go to.
Leave this blueprint. It's just some scratched on a napkin.
Valve's made it clear that it doesn't have any plans to announce a gaming console anytime soon, as it is focused on getting the big picture mode it's been working on for Steam.
Really? Would that big picture be Half-Life 3?
Big picture mode is like a thing. I'm not exactly sure what the fuck it is.
Yeah, they didn't explain it when
they
I
didn't
read
really
the
explain
article
it.
either.
But apparently the specs for the Steam box was just what they built to work on big picture mode. It was just like a computer they built to work on it.
Well, it was a good computer they worked on. Though.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Good for them.
But so they have no plans right now of making a console.
What if at E3 they're like, psych?
It's our console, the Steambox 3. We told you it would have a 3.
Andy's over at Omaha, motherfucker!
Or it's the Steam box with a 3 instead of the E.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
There you go.
It's in the shape of a 3. You just lay it on its side, all right? And the controller ports are on the outsides, and the disc drive is in the middle.
I'd fucking buy one too, and I'd be so
And
angry
it has
about
rabbit
it.
ears just for the hell of it.
And hats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Has
and hats.
Interchangeable hats.
Interchangeable hats. I got mine with the top hat. I got
Mine has a
with-
bowler.
Mine has a fedora. Oh, you hipster.
Mine has a crazy party hat. Whatever, queer.
All right, and now a story from Snow.
Woo!
Pokemon Black and White version 2 headed westward more quickly than usual.
Ooh.
Um,
Those usually take like 8 months, too.
Now, Pokemon Black version 2 and Pokemon White version 2 are going to come out in Japan in June. It's really soon.
Yeah, so they're thinking like sometime around like August.
Yeah,
Ooh.
this says autumn 2012.
That is fast.
And I also have heard August as well.
That is really fast for them.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make sense that if they did it kind of right before school started, so kids would be like, yeah, I'm losing all of my free time. But, you know, they catch them right at the end of summer.
Or so they can bring it to school and trade their Pokemans.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemans.
People do that, right?
Yeah. That's what happens, right? The Pokemans. Pokemon cards were banned in my elementary
Yeah,
school.
they got banned in mine, too.
They got banned, but then we had, like, underground trading circles.
Yeah, we would have that too. And if you were caught with Pokemon cards, you get them taken away. I got someone's Metapod taken away once because he was showing me, and I was like, "Yeah, it's a really cool card." Like, yeah, that's a Pokemon card. I'm gonna take that. I'm like, but it's not mine.
See, it's just... What drives people to do that? Well, this is against the rules now? Cool. Underground. Black market Pokemon.
And then I remember some kids were taking Pokemon cards and putting them on a scanner and printing them out on like just paper, just
Really?
basic paper. And then like someone would have a Charizard or something, and so they print a bunch out on paper, and they would try and trade people those Charizards.
It's not the same, man. It's just not the same.
It's not. It was just paper. It got beat up really fast. You put it in your pocket, and next thing you know, it's all crumpled up. But people would trade for them.
Dude, kids think they're fucking geniuses sometimes.
It's like these counterfeit forged friggin' Charizards.
What's wrong with us? Everyone does it. If something's illegal, we just have to do it. But
Did you guys ever have a yo-yo fad in elementary
Yeah,
school?
it was
Alright.
like about the time I was in like maybe
Mine,
second or
mine
third.
was third.
So I was probably in second. Yeah.
I was in second grade, and our gym class had like a yo-yo segment.
You know
And
what
I'm
I
like,
really want to?
Why?
I really want to buy. Remember those like multicolored big tarps that you'd like?
Oh,
everyone would stand
the
on end?
parachutes or whatever the hell they're called.
and then you put them behind you and then sit
Yeah.
on it. It's like, I want to get one of those. They sell them like you just
Are
buy
they
them.
expensive?
They were a little pricey. It was like $75 or something.
Why do that when you can just get like a bounce around castle? And why get a
for
bounce around
$75?
castle when you get like 3 inflatable mattresses and like have them stacked in a pyramid?
Or why do that when you can rent a house and just have your own bounce castle in there? Just fuck everything up.
Have the walls made out of bounce castle.
That'd be cool. Bubble wrap
be a nightmare.
Bubble wrap everything. Matt's got the hookup.
I do. I got the hookup.
I dropped a fork. Fuck.
You could buy one of our huge bubble wrap rolls for like $60.
Huh.
Is there an employee discount on that?
Maybe, yeah.
Dude, look into that.
Birthday presents, man. Birthday presents.
Yes.
Oh my god, what if we bubble wrap someone's car?
I thought you saran wrap people's cars.
Yeah, but this is better. This is fucking bubble wrap. I
guess.
don't know if someone would get as mad. Like, I'd be like, oh shit, bubble wrap!
What if we saran wrap a bunch of bubble wrap to their car?
Oh, that'd be good. Bubble wrap it, then saran wrap it.
Okay, let's move on to the next.
The next story. EA lines up 3 Battlefield 3 expansions for 2012.
I'm excited.
EA announced that it will launch 3 new expansions for Battlefield 3 as it tries to establish the game as a year-round service for diehard fans.
As long as it's not $15 again, because back to Karkland, I bought my game after it came out, so it didn't come with that expansion. It was $15.
The first expansion is supposed to hit in June.
Yeah, and it's all like close quarters combat.
Yeah,
and
it's
everything.
close quarters combat, new guns, a couple new vehicles,
Yeah.
new environments.
The other names, I can't remember them.
The third expansion will be Armor King.
Yeah.
Yeah, a third expansion in close quarters. It says close quarters is a second expansion.
Yeah, the first one was that back to Karkland.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. The third expansion will be Armor King, coming later this year, which emphasizes vehicle combat and will have big open maps.
Yeah, I think they said that one's supposed to have the biggest map Battlefield's ever had.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But then those maps always suck when you don't have any vehicles, though.
I'm pretty sure they'll put enough in there.
I don't know. There's people that do run around and shoot just rockets at
Yeah.
vehicles.
There was this one map, I forget which one it came with the game, but you start out with like each side gets like 5 tanks, a couple jets. It's insane.
Nice. I should get that game.
Dude,
I should get a modern console to play it on, too.
PS3.
Valve box. All right, I didn't know where to put this story, but it's another snow story.
Yeah.
So I put in gaming news. I guess it's a game. Nickelodeon is going to bring back the 90s game show Figure It Out.
Yeah.
They ordered 40 episodes.
Holy crap.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking excited.
40 episodes. Is it going to be on actually Nickelodeon? Because Nickelodeon, or is it going to be one of their like fucking pay for channels?
The network was...
I hope it's regular Nickelodeon because I'll watch that shit.
It doesn't really say where it'd be on right now. Oh my god, they mentioned bringing back Legends of the Hidden Temple. Oh my god.
Dude, their viewership would go up like tenfold from all of us, like all our generation.
Nickelodeon.
Nostalgia boners.
Bring back reboot.
I
They
think it's
abruptly
No, that
ended
was
it.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't have a home now.
Oh, okay.
So bring it
Touche.
back. Yeah.
But yes, if they brought back Legends of the Hidden Temple, oh my god. Yeah.
It originally aired from 97 to 99. Only 2 years.
40 episodes though, man.
40 episodes. That's
If they do like once a week, that's almost a year's worth.
that's a lot of episodes.
They had some clips on there from like way back when, and I'm excited to relive those.
Good times.
Get that trivia and the slime. What is the slime? Does anyone know?
Oh god, when I went to Universal, they had the Nickelodeon section of the park, and it's powdered sugar. The main ingredient's powdered sugar. I know that.
Okay, and green food coloring.
Yeah, powdered sugar, green food colorants, and probably some other stuff. But
Gasoline.
yeah. It's edible.
Okay.
Yeah, I always saw people like eating it when they got slimed.
Yeah, you could. They had like little like cups of slime you could have. When I went there.
I just wouldn't. Nope. Not for me.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I did. I
Nope.
shot that shit.
All right, so that'll do it for gaming news.
All right.
Are you guys ready to move on to technology news?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
No one cares, old man. It's time for technology news with 3-hit combo.
All right, guys. Apple is selling refurbished iPad tablets starting at $300.
iPad 1 or 2?
One. With the news that iPad 3 is on the way, iPad 1 tablets are going for $300 for the 16GB model, $400 for the 32, and $500 for the 64.
Why the fuck don't you just buy a new iPad for the 500?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. For a 64GB version 1 for $500, or like a 16GB version 3 for $500. Like, what are you gonna choose?
Yeah. Dude, the 4G, the biggest, like the 64GB 4G iPad's $900.
Holy shit!
That's a fucking computer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's a nice computer.
You're pretty much buying a MacBook Air sans keyboard.
Oh, that's a good way to look at it, yeah.
Good job.
All right.
Apple is also selling refurbished iPad 2 models for about $50 off, starting at $349 for the 16 gig model, and $479 for the 32 and the 64. So
That's
might as well skip the 32.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Fuck getting an iPad 1 then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm one of the few people who still don't have like a single product.
I don't have an iProduct.
You're not missing out on much.
Yeah, I mean, you hear about all like the apps that people talk about and stuff, and it sounds interesting. But then, like doing even just a little bit of research, there's a lot of technical issues that people complain about.
The only reason I wish I had one was for the gym so I could watch stuff while I was running. Because I have my little Zune that I watch stuff on, but fuck, it's small. So it's hard watching things on that.
Guys, do you know what OnLive is?
Yeah. It's that online streaming.
Well, the OnLive desktop app that streams.
Oh
Via
you have
cloud.
that little
Yeah.
that little console box or whatever, set top box.
Via cloud, you can run your Windows desktop from different, like your iPhone. You can run from your iPad.
I thought OnLive was that gaming one.
There is one called OnLive for gaming. I didn't think about that till now, but I believe that's OnLive, right?
Yeah, it's OnLive gaming.
Yeah, well, the OnLive desktop app
Wasn't that
enables
the one that GameStop screwed over?
Well, they were trying to.
enables users to run a Windows desktop on an Apple iPad or Android tablet, freeing users from their PCs. Well, apparently, this is against Microsoft Office's end user agreement.
Right.
Now, they don't necessarily say why.
Really?
That's the weird thing. They're like, hey, you can't do that. Why? It's against the agreement. Why? It's against the agreement.
It wasn't part of the deal.
Dude, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose that shit if they can't prove why.
Yeah, so right now they're kind of leaving users in the dark on like why can't we do this?
Maybe they're calling Bill Gates like, "Yo, we don't have a reason."
But I think the reason they're upset is they don't want you using Microsoft stuff on Apple and Android when they can be like, how about you get the Windows phone?
Yeah. Which that phone I just don't like using. I've played with them.
Oh, doesn't it have like the live boxes or whatever
Yeah, it
on your
looks
home
weird.
screen?
It looks like it's
Where everything's just like constantly moving. It's like, hey, you got a message. Oh, well, this shit's happening. Oh, I got 300 likes.
yeah, Matt, right. That's right. Stuff is constantly moving. It's weird. Ugh.
I never know where things are.
Too much information.
Yeah.
All right, guys. A fire hazard prompts Lenovo to recall 160,000 all-in-one PCs.
At least it's not that many. I guess it could be a lot more.
They are recalling 160,000 ThinkCenter M70Zs and M90Zs
But then again,
that were sold between May of last year and January of this year.
who really buys Lenovo?
I know people like swear by the ThinkPad, their laptop. Yeah,
Isn't that an IBM?
I believe it's a Lenovo.
I don't think that. Whatever. But man, like really, like Lenovo, I thought was like the Walmart brand.
Lenovo's. I know it's like kind of like an entry level thing. It's not like that big. I wonder if they have like a parent company or something.
Yeah, it's like Hitachi TVs or whatever.
I know E-Machine's parent company is Gateway.
Oh, dude, both those just suck.
Really? You think so?
E-Machines, the only downside about them is, I mean, they're good entry level, but if you want to do anything to them,
Like upgrade them?
yeah, there's no room.
There's no room. Like,
The ones I've looked at, there's no room to do anything.
because I mean, I have an E-Machines.
I'm sorry.
And I want. No, I think it's fine.
Well, no, I'm sorry that I bashed your E-Machine.
Oh no! I mean, like, when I looked inside, like, I know I need to upgrade the motherboard, so I'm thinking about just getting like a mini, like a small one,
What do you mean, like a
like
mini
a
small
mini ATX.
motherboard? Or
Yeah, like
okay.
yeah, because I think that'll fit, and even if it should, I'm hoping so because I had to look up the specs.
I'm really thinking about. I have my big ass black server computer that I think it can hold a full on motherboard. And
Jesus,
I'm really thinking about like gutting it out.
I saw. There's a funny picture of there's someone who has a full tower, a big desktop tower, and a mini ATX motherboard, and it was just plugged in. It's this tiny motherboard, and it's all it's actually in there with the standoffs and everything. And the caption just says, "This is me giving a fuck." It's just this little motherboard.
I think we might have already gone over this. What all happened with your terabyte of porn? Like,
I deleted it all because I
you
realized I was
couldn't-
like, if anyone ever finds this, I'm
I-
gonna
if
look
I
like
die.
I'm gonna look like the biggest piece of shit. Like,
You
wow, our son has a terabyte of porn.
see you in 10 hours, honey.
eBay.
Yeah, so
Like you just deleted it?
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
really? Mm-hmm. Oh.
This guy was like, "I would have bought that from you."
I got up to like 800 gigabytes and then I stopped.
Anyway, Lenovo's recalling it because of a faulty power supply.
Where did the porno thing come from?
We were just talking about like having not enough room and then motherboards and then, I don't know, it just made me think
See, I need to upgrade my motherboard because I need to fit in a video card. I don't have like a slot. Well, I do,
Dude,
but
video cards are huge nowadays.
yeah, I know.
They're fat fuckers.
And I need a better processor or RAM.
Why don't you just get a new one?
A new one. I don't know, man. It might maybe
You can build a nice new one for 700.
So
I don't want to spend $700.
All right, I was just saying that.
I realized that I'm kind of a fucking retard because
Go on.
I've spent pretty much the entire last year without my desktop just because I didn't hook it up because I had nowhere to hook it up. There's not enough room in my studio apartment. And then I realized I could have just hooked it up to my HD TV
Yeah.
and landlined it straight to my modem and used the wireless keyboard and mouse that I use on other things just on that. And I'm like, what the fuck have I been doing?
Did
and I'm
you
like,
do it?
Well, I'm moving out in 2 weeks, so
Oh.
there's no purpose. Or sorry, not 2 weeks, like 3 weeks, but still.
Huh.
I know.
Oh,
Big
well.
old fucking retard over here.
Oh, well.
I'm part of a technology podcast.
All right, guys, let's move on. Pwn to own.
The pwn to owned ratio.
That is where hackers try and break the world's leading browsers.
Yeah, okay. I knew it. That sounded familiar to me.
Well, last year, the champion was Chrome. No one broke into Chrome.
That's crazy.
Not a single person there.
Did anyone try?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This year, Vupin, a French firm, broke into it in 5 minutes. Granted, they were working on it for weeks before they got there to find exploits. Vupin is controversial because it sells kind of ways to hack browsers to like governments for surveillance.
Really? Well, that's fucked up.
They
It still
even-
took them weeks, though.
They even went as far to say as they won't reveal how they broke into Chrome for their customers,
Oh, okay.
saying they're not gonna tell us because they're gonna sell it. They have customers they're gonna sell it to.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good thing.
Yeah.
That should be
Oh, well,
in
but
existence.
didn't if this is the same article, and I don't mean to ruin it, but didn't Google fix it in like one day?
Well, Google's working on fixing it.
Oh, see, I read somewhere that like a $60,000 exploit was fixed by Google in like one day.
Oh, there was another person that Vupin said details for our customers, separate to Pwn to own, but at the same time, a Canadian conference. A Russian student also demonstrated a Chrome hack and claimed a $60,000 bounty. So that was
okay.
another.
All right,
yeah,
that was that then. Okay.
Google is working on fast security updates for Chrome to patch the vulnerabilities.
Does Google auto update in the background? Because I've never ever had it tell me to update. But
I think it does.
because every time I go to click on like what version I have, it always tells me it's up to date.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't ever update.
This article does give us one handy bit of information, though. Google Chrome is now the second most popular browser, officially.
Is Internet Explorer the first?
Yeah.
It's because everybody fucking has
that's
it.
because it comes with it. But it's past Firefox now.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I made the pass.
poor
It's done it.
Firefox.
Poor Firefox.
What's up with Chromium? Is that still like even a thing? Do people still use that?
Yeah, people still use Chromium, but like...
Didn't you brick it on your computer?
Yeah, I brick the shit out of it. Yeah, it didn't work anymore. Like, I just fucked with it like so much, it's just stopped working.
Just nope, done. You're done playing.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
All right, guys, you know what's fun? Reading privacy policies.
Not really.
Yeah, no, not really.
That's why I have other people do it for me on the internet.
But some people figured out that if you read all the privacy policies you encounter in a year, it would take you 76 work days.
Oh my god.
Two researchers, Lori Faith Cranor and Alicia McDonald, went through this, and pretty much what they said was, okay, here's the average number of words each privacy policy is. Here's the average speed humans read at. And so they kind of broke it down and says the real cost of privacy. The median length of a privacy policy is 2,518 words.
Jeez.
The average time to read the policy is about 10 minutes. The number of privacy policies you encounter in a year is about 1,462.
Dang.
The number of work days it would take to read all those is 76. So the number of hours it would take U.S. users to read them is 53.8 billion, and the hypothetical cost would be $781 billion if you were just reading those at work during work hours.
Damn.
They would be paying workers $781 billion to read privacy policies.
Fuck that.
I feel like that's something you could make it a lot simpler.
Yeah.
Like, I know in Congress there was recently a bill that was introduced to make bills simpler to read.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Because, a lot of bills are posted online now, and a lot of people aren't sure exactly what the fuck they're reading.
Yeah, dude, they look like gibberish to me sometimes.
FCC just passed a policy that commercials have to be within a certain decibel range of the TV
of the
shows.
program. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, but that doesn't kick in till I think next December.
At least it's going to kick in.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing that, like, that's when I heard it, I'm like, that sounds like one of the crap things Congress works on, like loud commercials. But I was like, I'm behind this one.
Yeah.
Because I hate watching, like, TV, and then the commercial is just like, you watch TV, it's like, we'll be right back. Hey!
Bob's! Come on down to Bob's! And they're just fucking screaming at you. You're bleeding out of the ears. It's like a 70 decibel increase.
Your 5-year-old's like, why are you yelling at me?
Maybe it's like 2 a.m. You're watching an infomercial in the background to your F, and then and you just hear like
It ruins your moment.
yeah, you just hear about some infomercial.
Exactly. All right, guys, last story in technology news. At least I think it's the last story in technology news. I think I moved one up. Nope. Okay, never mind. Last story in technology news. Anonymous. For the second time in the past week, hackers associated with the Anonymous Hacking Collective have taken down a website in retaliation for the arrest of several of their prominent members. The latest victim is New York Ironworks, a supplier of police equipment and tactical gear based in New York City. The company's main webpage was defaced with rambling messages from Antisec, a group affiliated with Anonymous, one of whose members was arrested this week.
What's the point of taking that website down?
To show they mean business.
That's like a website I would never ever think to go to one day. Like, man, I wonder who makes weapons for the police
In New York City.
Oh my God, Stark Industries, yeah. The message expressed support for those who were arrested and anger for fellow hacker Sabu, whose cooperation with the FBI contributed to this week's arrests.
Dude, that guy's a narc.
Funny thing, apparently in South by Southwest, the technology thing, people are putting up like hotspots, and there's kind of a thing like careful what you connect to.
Yeah.
Apparently there's one that if you connect it, every browser, like when you open it, whatever webpage you try and go to, it just redirects you to Nancat.
I'd probably stay at that one for a couple minutes. You're like,
This is nice. I like this on my tablet. Yeah.
The message said on the website, "We will fight any individual, organization, corporation, and or government that hinders our movement. While some of our methods may seem unjust, we believe that the action taken is needed."
Wait, who said that?
Anonymous.
Okay. Can we get the laugh going? Andy's
Oh, I forgot about that. Anonymous. They also posted passwords and usernames, as well as evidence to show that hackers had gained root access to the servers hosting the website.
all right, that's a little more like dubious.
Yeah, that's anonymous right there.
It just, I don't know. It seems like a lot of times when Anonymous does something, it doesn't.
Yeah, we're doing this again.
They do it just to do it. They just get in there. Hey, we fucked with your shit. Peace.
That is true. They do just kind of fuck things up and walk away.
Hey, PlayStation Network. Fuck you. Flip the table.
Yeah.
On the ground.
Have you guys seen that Japanese game where you flip the table?
Yes.
Yeah, I want one of those.
It's like an arcade
Yeah,
style game.
it's an
isn't
arcade thing, and then like you hit the table to show that you're angry, and then at some point in time it tells you to flip the table, and,
And you-
shit
and you
explodes.
flip
Yeah, it's
the
a little
table,
table
yeah.
you flip. It looks really cool. I'd pay to play.
Yeah, it does look cool. All right, and that will do it for technology news. All right, you guys ready to move on to news?
Yes.
We got some really good ones here.
All right.
Let's do it.
Are the newspaper and the internet letting you down?
They have the internet on computers now.
We're here to give you the best of the best. This is news.
All right, we're going to start off with What the Florida.
Good.
We're actually going to start and end with What the Florida. Now, here's my idea for What the Florida, segue.
okay.
We should get the Batman thing, so I can be like, to Florida. Da-la-la-la.
All right. I like it.
The only problem with that is I couldn't find a good quality
Oh,
one.
really?
It's all old from the old TV show, so it sounds kind of
that's only where it's
grainy. I know, but I could have sworn other things that parodied that, like Family Guy, and they at least had a better sounding
To
one.
the Petermobile.
The Petermobile, that's what it was.
Or the Peter dirigible
Copter,
or whatever.
Peter
Well, there was a
Copter.
Peter Copter one, but that one he kind of flew off and then it crashed into Joe's yard.
Yeah.
And
He's damaged Joe's property in every vehicle that he's crashed.
Yeah. How do you keep affording these?
There's the Peter Copter, the Peter Mobile, and then the blimp, the Peter blimp.
All right.
All
What
right.
the Florida?
A Florida man headlocks his mom because she used his taco sauce. 23-year-old Christopher Phillips of Manatee County, Florida, found out that his mother had used some of his taco sauce. Naturally, what you would do in this situation, he got so angry that he decided to put her in a headlock, and then got his girlfriend involved.
Like, did she help or was like, yo, no, stop, man?
Apparently, what the girlfriend did was give her a couple slaps. Slap her on both cheeks and caused a cut in her mouth due to one of the slaps.
What
Manatee County.
What the fuck?
I have a layer of blubber.
I have a layer of blubber to keep me warm in the ocean.
Yeah, whatever, sea cow.
I'm the manatee.
All right, continue.
Christopher got in his mom's face when he heard about the taco sauce incident, and while screaming and yelling, Rebecca pushed him back. That's when Christopher decided to put his mom in a headlock. In the process, he broke her glasses and caused pain to her neck. Rebecca then managed to break free, but Christopher wasn't done. He went to his room and got his live-in girlfriend, Lisa Tyree, who's 27. That's nice.
Yeah.
Your 23-year-old son and his 27-year-old girlfriend live with you.
Ah.
So then they came back with the people's elbow and a chair to the back.
She asked her son for her own car keys to leave, but he refused to return them, so she walked all the way to her husband's place of work and then called the police. Both Christopher and Lisa were arrested on misdemeanor domestic battery charges and got mugshots, and they're wearing the same fucking shirt.
Really?
Let me see.
Yeah, look at that. Wearing the same shirt. That's Christopher, and that's Lisa. Speaking of manatees.
Holy. They both look like chicks.
I know! And they're wearing the same shirt. It's blue with that little collar. Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah, that
Lord.
guy. I mean, that guy doesn't have a forehead. He's a 4x4 head.
I'm the manatee. All right. The Montgomery County, Texas, Sheriff's Office had a big day planned.
All right. What do they have?
They bought a drone.
Ooh.
One that, flies through the air. It cost them $300,000 to buy this drone, and they're the first police office in the entire country to get one.
Oh, all right.
So they had a whole day of it. They got the SWAT team suited out. They got firepower. They got their armored vehicle known as the Bearcat out, and the prototype drone. They flew the drone around, and the drone then got too far away from the controller, and when it gets out of controller range, it's supposed to auto shut down.
Okay.
It then crashed into the Bearcat. The police.
Do they have a picture of the destruction?
No, they don't. But they
damn.
do. They have a picture of the drone and the Bearcat, but not the carnage. Now, the drone suffered some damage. The Bearcat, a big armored vehicle, didn't really suffer any damage. But the funny thing is, the police literally hit themselves with their own drone on the first day they got it.
That's
Taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
At work. Way to go, guys.
That's great.
Oh,
And
Texas.
it cost them $300,000 to do this.
I bet from now on they're only taking it out on like non-windy, sunny days. Like, all right. This is some guy walking down the street like, I'm not fucking letting you out of my sight.
They should let
It's just like
Beavis
3
and
or 4
Butthead fly
feet
it.
just orbiting right
Yeah.
above him. It's just like, yeah.
Like, you're not fucking going anywhere.
Yeah.
That just reminded me of the episode where Beavis and Butthead were flying those drones.
Yeah.
And they thought it was a video game.
Those new shows are good. The new episodes.
Dude, they are. They are really good.
Just like those Dorito tacos.
Yeah, those are good. Except I could watch a ton of Beavis and Butthead in a row. I can't eat a lot of Doritos tacos in a row. I could regular tacos, but not Doritos tacos.
What about if you switched back and forth, one and the other?
Maybe. The thing with the Doritos tacos with the shell, it's strong though.
Yeah.
It's really, really powdery and cheesy.
What do you think of the Cool Ranch is going to be coming out?
Oh,
Better.
I think Andy, you said like 10 weeks, right? It's
Yeah,
gonna
10
come out in
weeks, and they said they were better than the nacho cheese and taste tests.
You gonna sneeze?
Oh, he's
Bless you.
Damn. That sucks.
It always sucks when you try and sneeze and can't. It's gonna sneak up on you, like right now. All right, did time travel TV really kill 2 Chinese schoolgirls, or is it government propaganda?
What? Time travel? Is it a TV show?
Let me get into this. It's kind of weird. The English language site People's Daily Online has the story, which apparently originated in the China Daily. Fifth grader Xiao Hua, not her real name, apparently realized that she had lost her remote control for a rolling door at her house. So she decided to commit suicide.
Really?
Lost the remote, decided to commit suicide.
Really?
Her friend, Xiao Mi, also a pseudonym, decided to die with her because they were best friends. She, however, had bigger concerns than a remote control. She planned to travel back to the Qing Dynasty, 1644 to 1911, and make a film of an emperor. She wanted to visit outer space.
I don't have words for how fucking weird
The
this
two
is.
wrote suicide notes and then drowned themselves in a pool.
I really don't know.
So, did it really happen, or is it government propaganda to like watch your kids or something? First of all, killing yourself by drowning is like the most impossible thing in the world.
Yeah.
Because you naturally, when you run out of air, you're up above the water. It's like
I'm just like, damn it! Gotta try and do it again.
unless you got like a big ocean and you like tied like lead weights to your feet or something.
You just hop off a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you like, there's like no way you could drown yourself in a bathtub on purpose.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have like a nice mix of like antidepressants and muscle relaxers, like Whitney Houston.
Or a toast. Or a toaster.
A toaster. You wouldn't be drowning yourself then. You'd be shocking yourself.
Or you shock yourself unconscious and drown.
Touche. But basically, I just highlighted the story for the ridiculousness of the story. She decided to kill herself because she lost the remote, and her best friend was like, I'm going with you because I want to travel back in time and meet an emperor, make a film about him, and then visit outer space. Let's go drown ourselves.
Like,
Wait, like the video was going to lead to her going to outer space?
dude,
She wanted to videotape the dynasty.
that is a convoluted clusterfuck right there. Like, if this was propaganda, whoever made this is dumb. Just dumb.
He's on acid.
Yeah. Oh, I got a great idea, guys. Here we go.
I didn't even realize you were doing an accent
then
until
again-
the end of that.
And then the story gets done. They're like, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Oh yeah, let's go."
What happened to you, China? You used to be cool. Hey, China's still cool. You pay later.
No tiki, no laundry.
You Americans
Oh,
have
that was
huge penis. Us Chinese, we have a very small penis.
A woman sells a 3-year-old chicken McNugget for $8,000.
Yeah, I saw that headline, and out of just shaking my head, I did not read it.
A Nebraska woman has sold a 3-year-old.
Nebraska? Oh my god!
A Nebraska woman has sold a 3-year-old McDonald's chicken McNugget that resembles President George Washington for $8,000 on eBay.
Do they have a picture of the nugget?
Yes, they do.
Okay, let me.
First of all, the nugget's facing the wrong way. You know, Washington's looking at himself.
All right, I'll give it that with some imagination. It kind of looks like Mount Rushmore's Washington.
Yeah.
Like if you're told that looks like Washington,
Yeah.
you can tell that it looks like Washington. It's sort of like listening to a song backwards. Someone's like, doesn't it sound like it says Satan eats dick? Doesn't it? Okay, play it again. Okay, yeah, kinda, maybe. No.
Rebecca Spate sold the McNugget to raise money for 50 children to go to a summer camp for her church.
All right, well that's actually a pretty.
She did
noble
not
cause.
disclose who won the auction. She says her children didn't eat the chicken McNugget during a McDonald's visit 3 years ago. She was about to toss it, then spotted Washington's resemblance. She then kept it in her freezer.
Where is this at, Nebraska? Please, God, don't let it be.
You know, it doesn't really give you a city. She's from Dakota City, which is
That has to be way out west. I've never heard of that.
or up north, like near maybe Sioux Falls or something like that. But then, because it sounds like South Dakota, like a South Dakota city, but it was also, this was reported by the Sioux City Journal in Iowa, so we got 3 fucking states here. But she's from Nebraska.
All right. Jesus.
eBay had temporarily taken down the auction last month because it violates the rules of, auctioning off expired food. You can't do that on eBay.
That'd be understandable. How'd she sell it?
why did
She
they
later
let it-
received an email saying that the site was willing to make exceptions to help your cause. So you could sell dangerous expired food if it's for a church camp.
Salmonella burgers, here we come.
On the auction page for the McNugget, Spate wrote, approximately 3 years ago, I treated my children to 99-cent McNugget Tuesday and some playtime at our local McDonald's. As I was cleaning up, I noticed one of the particular McNuggets and began to laugh. I picked it up for a closer look, and sure enough, it was the likeness of President George Washington. I decided to take it home and show my husband this hysterical find. When we arrived home, I pulled it out of the freezer, and he could not believe his eyes. We shared a moment of laughter, and we joked about putting it on eBay. We then put it back in the freezer. She then, when the Students of Family Worship Center in Sioux City, Iowa were trying to raise money, they're trying to raise $15,000 for a church camp, she decided to take the McNugget out once again and actually sell it on eBay.
Mother of God.
Maybe we could get away with selling expired food on eBay. We could just call ourselves like the Holy Trinity Hit Combo Podcast. Yeah.
This should be the name of this episode, the Holy Trinity Combo.
All right, it's me.
All right, and our final story for the podcast, another What the Florida story.
Good.
Which, by the way, this is from the New Times Miami blogs, Riptide 2.0. This is where we get all our What the Florida stories. And their section is actually What the Fuck Florida. But we sandwiched that into What the Florida. Well, Skylar did.
It's more clever.
It is very clever. What the Florida? Cody Connor, 17 years old, walked into an adult novelty store in Debary, Florida, with a loaded gun and intended to stick up the cashier. Instead, the employee talked Connor out of the robbery and actually convinced the kid to fill out a job application. When the kid left, the clerk then turned the application with all his information over to the police.
That's actually really clever.
That is. It has
really
his
clever.
has his address, his phone number, all that stuff.
Okay, now who do you want for your reference? Can't be a family member. God damn. The Crips. Yeah, I know a few.
Here's their addresses.
Oh my God, that's clever. That is really clever.
The incident occurred at Cupid's Corner Store, which promises on its website that it sells everything for your erotic desires. Connor demanded cash from the female employee, but she told him, "Don't do this. It's not worth it." She managed to talk to Connor for 20 minutes and got him to remove the bullets from the gun. She told him the store might have a job opening and got him to fill out an application. The employee and would-be robber then hugged and even had a cigarette together. After Connor left, however, the employee walked next door and called 911. Authorities used the job application information to track down Connor. He was arrested and charged with armed robbery, though he told the police that the gun was only filled with BBs.
Yet he took the bullets out of it.
Yeah.
Dude, that chick's smooth.
Dude,
She even had a cigarette with him.
That,
dude.
like, her... What ability is that in Skyrim? Where you can talk...
Speechcraft?
Oh, it's just speechcraft?
Yeah.
Her speechcraft must be through the roof.
Yeah, that's like Fidel Castro ballsy.
Yeah, that really is.
Yeah, you're pointing a gun at me? Well, come on. Why don't you have a seat?
Oh, fuck.
Any relation? Any?
Yeah, like, if it was Fidel Castro levels, she'd be like, you don't want to do that. Here's a bigger gun.
Come on, do it. I'm not opening this register. You're gonna have to kill me.
Here, if
Do
you want,
it.
fill out this application while you're at it.
Now,
Because I'm gonna need a replacement when I'm dead.
No,
Who's gonna
if it
cover
was,
my hours? Fuck.
if it was Joker level ballsy, she would have taken the gun and put it to her head and be like, introduce a little chaos.
Do it.
Oh man, like I could kind of see the sales pitch. Like, well, how much money do you really need? Because there's not that much in the register. You can make that work in like 10 hours here. Blah blah blah. And then
Yeah, why don't you fill this job application? Turn your
I
life
would have
around.
liked to watch this. It would have been really interesting.
There's some, like, I've always wanted to see, like, there's a lot of just on Justin TV, people will just like stream the security cameras from like their place of business. And like, I've always waited to see like a burglar come in.
I wonder if we could do that with Panera. Our Panera.
Probably.
The
somehow.
amount of shit that I wish I could get off that security camera is priceless.
Me and my friend Tyler one time were trolling an Australian dog groomer. We were the only people in the chat. We just kept making comments like, that dog looks like shit. And he would ban us, and I had an I have an IP thing that just I can change it. And so I'd come back in, I was like, and then I'd be like, hey, how's it going? He'd be like, oh, looks like we got more trolls. And I'd be like, no, hey, what's up? That's a cool dog. Yeah. Too bad you clearly must be dyslexic because you shaved its ass. Just shit like that, It's like, you're supposed to shave its head, you asshole. You'd be like, oh, they keep coming in. We were just trolling for like 3 hours. All right, so that will do it for news, and that will do it for this episode of 3 Hit Combo Podcast. Shoots!
Skyler's first basket of 2012.
So
It's March 8th?
no, it's 11th, isn't
like
it?
11th or
Yeah,
11th.
March 11th.
I don't really keep track.
Well, so that will do it for this episode of the podcast. Remember, all our episodes are now on YouTube, so find us on YouTube, search 3 Hit Combo Podcast. We're also on gpxgaming.net. Go there, check it out. Check out some other articles, too. They got plenty of stuff there. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/3hitcombo podcast. Twitter.com/3hitcombopc. That is the number 3. PC stands for podcast. And 3hitcombopodcast@gmail.com. I don't know what you're saying to me.
YouTube.
YouTube. I said
He already
YouTube.
did.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
started
the
with
first
YouTube.
thing he said.
Was not paying attention.
Don't doubt me.
Okay.
So, for Skylar and Andy, this is Matt signing out.
Signing out.